And we're going to start this morning. I was looking at gratitude quotes. If you guys ever do that, it's a really nice journey to go on. Anthony Robbins said this: "When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears." Fear disappears and abundance appears, and that is, gosh, through the ages, through thousands of years, we know that's true. So this morning, who or what are you grateful for? Either in your life, either on your team, either something that's happened good, or something that you learned from someone else that was good. Go ahead and think about that. And I know you've got a lot of them. And then click the reaction button and raise your hand, and I will wait for you, because we don't want to go one step further. It is Thursday. We want to make sure we start on the positive note. And oh, by the way, like, it's not that we need to start on something like this because it's a company thing. It should just be like, we should all wake up in the morning like, what am I grateful for? Like, it's set the standard for your day. So I will wait on 59 people to think about this. And Sharon, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I'm super grateful it's St. Patrick's Day because it makes my husband very, very happy. It's his favorite, well, next to 4th of July when he gets to blow stuff up, but next to that, this is his favorite holiday. His name is Michael Patrick Casey. So he has been to Ireland. He's all about St. Patrick's Day. So first thing he said when he woke up this morning was, "Good morning, happy St. Patrick's Day." So I'm grateful for that because he's my #1 fan, helps me through my day every day, and just really gonna look forward to a fun evening ahead.
Oh, are you doing anything fun?
We have shenanigans planned. Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, I love it. Sharon is ready for St. Patty's Day. I like it. Joseph Madrid, good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to just let everybody know how thankful I am for Nicole. I know this, the past couple of weeks have been just roller coaster, and she's been there to, basically like do everything she can to bring me up, to be supportive, to, be cheerful, and even order some hot and sour soup when I'm not feeling great. So she's just, really, really special. And, I'm very thankful for her.
I love that. Man, we get to choose our support systems in life, right? We don't get to choose our family, but we get to choose the people we align with. And sometimes they become family, sometimes they become coworkers. That's awesome. I love that. Go Joseph. Anthony, good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning. I'm grateful for Jaime Corona. Jaime has taken a chance on me and he's been pushing me, and I really appreciate that. I don't think he realized how much he's influenced my life, and I just appreciate just our whole company culture. So I'm very appreciative.
Right on. I love that. I love BKT Houston. Way to go, guys. Daniel Weiser. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Yeah, I'm super grateful for actually Joseph Madrid. I've been so encouraged by his hustle and his consistency and just showing up every day, day in and day out, all day, all night. And it's just been so empowering and encouraging just to work alongside of someone with that type of hustle. So it kind of makes for an awesome atmosphere, which obviously like moves other people into better results. So I'm super grateful for him today.
I love that. And yes, you are correct on that. And Daniel Weiser, will you tell us real quick, did you have a big closing recently?
I did. My new ceiling.
How big was that closing?
It was 1.345.
And how did you get that closing? I just want everybody to hear it real quick.
Day in and day out of calling expired withdrawals.
There you go. That was a very nice $20,000 net income paycheck, y'all. Daniel, great job. So happy to see that. Couldn't happen for a better person, but what makes you good is the consistency that you have and the clarity you have around your business plan. Way to go. Maria, want to wrap us up?
Yes, I am very grateful for Ashley, my business partner. We were up until like 1:30 last night working with a challenging buyer, and she's just so great. Like all our clients love her. She got a really good review a couple weeks ago too. People call her like a saint, and like they just love like her personality and her work ethic, and she just goes above and beyond for all of our clients, and I love her.
Oh, I love that. I love that. What an awesome shout out. And everything in life is partnership. And I love that you say that, Maria, because I was on a call yesterday with our ops teams, and I got to reflect on like the early years of our career. And the early years, partnership used to be this word, you guys, that it was partnerships are weakness, right? Only people who can't do it on their own partner, right? And what we all in this room have proven over the years is partnership is powerful, partnership is exponential, partnership is such a secret sauce. And I love the partnership that you have, Maria, with Ashley, and we have all together. So that's a good one. Love it. Love it. Brandon, did you have one? No.
Yes, I did.
I saw your hand. Hurry up and tell us, and then we're going to Valencia.
Cool. Hey, so no, I'm grateful for Matt, our ops here in San Antonio. He's leaned all the way in. He's probably on this call. I think he's on his way to Austin right now to shadow with
Oh,
with
he's
Mary.
on the call. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
see it.
So grateful, he's been here for about 5 weeks now, and he's leaned all the way in, and he's, starting to create feedback and ideas within some of our systems that we might be able to be a little more effective, and everybody's like leaned in with him on the team. So we're very excited for that. And Maria was the last person to speak just now. I'm grateful to Maria as well for leaving us a review, an awesome review on our Facebook page. And then that gratitude extends to everyone on this call. Would love to help their San Antonio partners out, leaving us a nice review and a like on our Ben Kinney Team San Antonio Facebook page. We finally got with the modern times. So I appreciate all of you guys as well.
Okay, well, I'll shout that out. So San Antonio, as you guys all know, San Antonio team is live and awesome in San Antonio, and they have their new Facebook page up. Brandon will probably, if he hasn't already, post the link, help them out, give them a review, get them started. You know how it is when you first start out, right? We've all been there. So on that note, man, we are so lucky to have Valencia as our guest this morning. I have been saving Valencia like since the beginning of the year. I was like, when I saw that St. Patrick's Day is on on a Thursday, I was so stoked because I knew who I wanted to be our guest this morning. So we have been discussing the big four the last few weeks. We've been discussing leads, listings, leverage, profit. These are paramount to any business, right? Whether you are selling shoes, whether you are selling car parts, whether you are selling houses, whether you're selling anything, this is important. Like listings is just inventory, guys, right? So inventory, right? Valencia is a pro at getting past a lead's reflex no and uncovering objections. And so this morning, I don't even know what she has in store for us. I am just here for it. So Valencia knows, though. I am going to spotlight this beautiful woman. She is powerful. She is in Texas. Valencia, you have been with Jordan's team how long now?
5 years.
5 years. Were you really good when you started?
Of course not.
Okay, I'm just checking because I don't know. Some people just naturally have it and they know right away. Okay, so you have grown your skill over the last 5 years.
Yes, tremendously. And we'll touch on that in a little bit. Could I share a screen, Adelina?
Oh my God, I would love it. It's all yours, girlfriend. Go for it.
Okay, give me just a second, guys. You would think by now I would know how to work all of the Zoomness, but I don't. It's still a challenge sometimes. So bear with me. You're gonna see all my business and it's okay. It'll be great. We'll get through it together, right?
Right on.
Start from the beginning. Okay. Give me a few thumbs up if you guys can see it. It's loading in slow motion. So be patient with me and my ancient computer. All right, we good? Everybody can see it? Fantastic.
I love it. Yes.
Okay, we're going to talk about tactical ways to convert. Now, Adelina did ask me, how long have I been in the business? How long have I been harassing Jordan? And it has been about 5 years. And whenever this cooperates, you'll see how many appointments I set in 2021. And uh-oh, am I frozen?
No, I can see you just fine and I can hear you.
Okay, my PowerPoint is not cooperating.
Oh, that's fun.
There we go. It's always fun. It'll be great. It'll be great, y'all. Just give me a little grace, some patience, and we'll get through it together. Okay, I have been the director of lead generation for the Davis team since 2017. In 2019, I set less than 100 appointments. And if we fast forward a little bit, last year I finished with 349. And it's only impressive because the year before that, I only set 253. And the year before that, as you can see, I set less than 100, which was really 93 appointments. So over the years, I have grown a little bit, developed some skills, and I want to discuss 2 of these skills with you guys today to help you kind of figure out better ways to convert those leads, which turn into listings, leverage, and then you guys get a commission, right?
Okay,
So first thing,
I'm gonna let me stop you right there. I just want to make sure everybody is focused in because I think they missed it. Okay, everyone, how many appointments do you think you set a year? Go ahead and put it into chat, please. How many appointments? If you had to guess, and I'll know you're not paying attention if I don't see something in chat. How many appointments do you think you guys set yourselves? So like just your own numbers, put it into chat. I'm waiting. Usually people pay Valencia for this. So we're getting her for free. So I'm gonna make sure everybody's hearing it. All right, let's see, 50 or so, 60, 100-ish. Okay, keep going, 50. All right. Everybody who's doing like 5 a year is not posting. I see that. Thank you. Okay, less than 30. Thank you, Joseph, for being honest. And everybody else. I just want you guys to understand 349 appointments set last year. That's a lot of freaking appointments. And what's bigger is 93 to 349, that growth. I just want everybody to make sure they understand that this is the power up to pay attention. Valencia, it's all yours.
Thank you, Adelina, and feel free to jump in, slow me down, watch the chat for me in case questions pop up, because I do get really excited, y'all, and I will go 1,000 miles. So please, if you missed something or it wasn't clear, jump in the chat and let's put a pause on it, because I don't want you to miss anything. So Pass No collects $10,000. This is my ISA spin on Monopoly. So you could insert whatever your average commission is. If you're Daniel Weiser, it may be a few million, who knows? But whatever yours is, feel free to insert that. So if you get past the no, you get to collect your commission, however many zeros it may have, right? So what is the reflex no? I know a lot of you guys already know what an objection is, right? So someone gives you an objection and you get to figure out what's really going on, the real problem, and help them get to a solution. The reflex no is called a stall. Now, a stall is any reason the lead gives you to end the conversation, right? And it's not a real reason. It's often something completely random and it's lame. They just want to get rid of you, okay? So think of it like this. If Adelina and I decide we're going to go shopping, let's go to the mall. We get to the mall, we're walking through and we see the cutest, most adorable dress in the window, the storefront. And Adelina's like, I love that dress. That's my favorite color. Let's go get it. So we walk in the store and the sales associate comes up to us and they say, hey, how can I help you? And what do we say? You all have been shopping. You all have been greeted by a sales associate. And what is your response? Jump in the chat. It's okay. Yeah, Adelina, I'm good. I'm just looking. No, I don't need any help, right? I'm just browsing. Yeah, you guys are right. I'm just looking. I don't need help. And so when we do that, when we tell that sales associate that we don't need any help, not only did we just lie, but we try to get rid of them. And what does that sales associate do? They back away and they say something along the lines of, oh, okay, well, I'll just be right over here if you need me, right? We just wanted to get them out of our face. And this is absolutely no different from an internet lead or an open house visitor because something caught their eye. They took the time to give you their name, their phone number, and even their email when they registered on your site because they wanted to see more pictures of this house. Or they saw your open house signs and decided to stop, get out the car, and walk in the open house. But as soon as they get in, they lied to you. So once again, just a quick recap, a stall is just an excuse to end the conversation. It doesn't mean much of anything. And when you are presented with this stall, what I don't want you to do is be like that sales associate to back away slowly. So once you get the lead and you call them in the first 5 minutes, or you greet them at the open house and they say, I'm not interested, or I'm just looking, or if you're on the phone, they say, I'm really busy, I can't talk right now. Or my very favorite is, that wasn't me. Sure, it wasn't you. But anyways, we'll pretend. So what do you do when you get presented with this? I'm really glad that you guys asked. The first thing you want to do when you're presented with a stall is you want to welcome it, express gratitude. Now, I know this is a foreign concept. You guys aren't very grateful at all. So it may be a little bit challenging for you guys to show and express gratitude, right? Just playing. So when this happens, when a lead gives you some lame excuse, you always want to welcome it. And welcome it can sound like, hey, thanks for letting me know. I'm glad you brought that up. I sure appreciate you telling me that, because when you welcome their lame excuse to get rid of you, it disarms them. It confuses them a little bit, right? And they aren't quite sure how to handle it because they were expecting you to leave them alone, to say, yeah, sure, Adelina, I'll call you later. Oh, you're in a meeting, but you answered your phone to a number you don't know? Yeah, I'll call you later, right? So once again, remember, it's just some lame excuse to get rid of you. After you welcome it, your next step is to ask a question. Now, your question needs to be open-ended, and it needs to kind of help them change their mindset a little bit, okay? Because we don't want to say, oh, you're busy, what are you doing? We don't want to do that. We want the question to be pertaining to how we came in contact with them in the first place. Oh, you're busy? Well, just curious, what had you looking at homes online? It changes their mind just a little bit. They're not thinking about how busy they are. You've changed their thought to, why were they looking at homes online? And then my favorite is to use the phrase real quick. Now, real quick is a phrase that makes your lead think that you're going to be real quick. But little do they know, you're just getting started. But we want to change their mind just a little bit to keep them on the phone or keep their attention in person just a little bit longer. And then you want to revisit motivation. And we'll talk about this a little bit more in a minute, but I want to share with you guys something I learned quite some time ago. When I was in college, I worked for 3 years at Victoria's Secret. And so I learned very quickly about sales because I was a commission-based employee at Victoria's Secret in Lubbock. I went to Texas Tech. So the world was a little bit different then, and Lubbock is a whole other planet, right? Anyway, when people would come into the store and I would ask, hey, can I help you? They would always say, no, thanks, I'm just looking. Not only is some stranger walking up to them, but they're searching for some personal items. I mean, Victoria's Secret is a lingerie store, and they don't want some stranger all in their business, right? So I learned to change my question. When they come into the store, I would ask, hey, what bra brought you in today? So I changed their mindset a little bit from, this person can't help me, you're a stranger, but now I have you thinking about, what item am I looking for? Whether it was fragrance or yoga pants, I would ask them what they were looking for. Most of them would tell me exactly what brought them in today. Oh, I want to smell this new fragrance, or I want to try on these new pink yoga pants, whatever the case may be. Some people would still push back and be like, no, I don't need anything. I'll let you know if I need help. But then I would ask again, oh, okay, well, what are you looking for? And then you could see their face kind of puzzled, like, this lady won't quit. She just really wants to help me so bad. And I do. And you all come from contribution, right? And it's our job to help whoever we come in contact with. So by the second time, when I ask them, oh, you're just looking? Well, what are you looking for? What could I help you find? And then you can see their brain kind of searching the store, and then we can get the conversation rolling. And then there's this third group of people that is persistent to push back because they don't want my help at all. And when that comes up, I say, okay, but before you start looking, you keep looking. Have you seen our new fragrance or our new bra set that just came out? And I redirect their attention and even guide them. I pull them with me to a different part of the store, and I can show them something new. And then I can say, was this kind of what you were looking for? How is this different from what brought you in today? And once again, I get the conversation rolling. And before they know it, they're checking out with a bunch of items they didn't even need, but now they want, because I got to show them something that smelled good or was shiny or just fit just right. So how does my experience at Victoria's Secret help you in real estate? I'm so glad you asked. It's very easy to correlate these same skills when you're dealing with internet leads or even someone in an open house. So when someone comes into the open house, what is something they typically say? For all of my agents that hold open houses, when you greet someone, what do they typically say?
Just looking.
No, thank you. I have a realtor.
Boom.
There we go. I'm just looking. No, thank you. I have a realtor. So we can roll with that one. Who, I can't see your face. So tell me your name. Who just popped on? I have a realtor.
It's Tamala.
Hey, Tamala. Okay, so you came into my open house. You want to role play with me?
For sure.
Okay, perfect. So you come in, I say, hey, welcome to the open house. I'm Valencia with the Davis team, blah, blah, blah. What brings you in today?
Hey, no, thank you. I have a realtor.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you actually brought that up. Tell me, what even has you looking for new homes?
We were thinking about just trying to upside, like get a bigger home. Our family's expanding.
Yeah, of course. Real quick, what would a bigger home look like for you guys?
Probably like a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2-story.
Oh, so this home would probably be perfect for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, thanks. I have a realtor, so thanks.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you told me that. Tell me, what was the name of your agent?
Susie.
Susie, and have you signed paperwork with Susie?
Well, I met with her last week and she just told me, let her know when I'm looking at homes.
Of course. Well, my name is Valencia. Tell me your name again.
It's Tamala.
Hey, Tamala. So I know Miss Susie told you to just let her know when you found something. And I feel like this may be the perfect home for you and your family. Do me a favor, take a look around. And before you leave, let me know what you think. Because if we can get this home for you and your family before you have to wait for Miss Susie, I would love to help you guys win in this market. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. Enjoy your tour and I'll see you in a few minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So it went from get away from me, I have a realtor, no, back away, to come see me when you're done. And then maybe we could talk about an offer, right? What else did you guys pick up in that mini role play?
You just acknowledged and kept moving. You didn't let her, whatever she said, stop you from your next question.
Yes, of course. We're going to keep going. Anybody else want to call out something they heard?
Anytime she told you that she had a realtor, you thanked her for letting you know that, and then you kept going with the question.
Of course. So Tamala, as the lead, tell me, how did you feel?
So initially, I did give that same thing that I do give when I go shopping in the stores, like, no, thanks, I'm good, and I just keep it moving. So I did initially I remember being in the middle of it, being like puzzled, like, dang, she just won't let me go. Okay, ma'am, like if you want to help me so bad, then you'd be like, just help me. That's how I did feel at the end.
Yeah, of course. I want to just help, come from contribution. It's very difficult, not impossible, but it is very difficult to be upset with someone that wants to help you. So as long as you as the agent come from contribution, your lead will eventually kind of give in. Now you won't win them all. Every conversation that has a stall, some people will just hang up or they will just walk away from you in the middle of your sentence. And it's okay. You can't win them all, but having these skills in your pocket could help you win more. Okay, does that make sense? Fantastic. We're going to keep rocking and rolling because I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. So we're going to switch gears. That was the stall that happens at the beginning of the conversation when you initially come into contact, whether on the phone or in person. It's within the first 10 seconds of the conversation, the stall presents itself. Now, this is different from an objection because an objection typically comes up towards the middle and the end of the conversation when you're trying to set the appointment or go to the next level, like get them to meet with a lender or come to the office to sign paperwork or list their house, right? So the objection is at the middle towards the end of the conversation. When uncovering an objection, surprise, surprise, step one is to welcome it. We always want to express gratitude. Why do you think Adelina, Ben, and Chris are always on us with, let's start with gratitude? It's extremely important. So when they present an objection, your autopilot response should always be, thank you. I'm glad you brought that up. This is helpful information. I appreciate your honesty because keep in mind, an objection is really something that's going on the inside. It could be a family issue. It could be a heart issue. They could be scared. Who knows? But objections are typically more emotional and more genuine and real than that reflex stall, that lame excuse they give you at the beginning of the conversation. So after step one, you welcome it. Then step two, we want to ask 2 to 3 open-ended questions. because we want to really dig in with our lead. It is our job to uncover it. Think about a teenage boy. His room is a mess. There are piles of laundry. There are things everywhere, and something stinks, like sour, doesn't smell right. We have to find it. That's what an objection is. And we have to dig through that room, all the piles of clothes and socks and gym bags and all the stinky things that have piled up in the room to figure out what is at the root. What is that smell? So uncovering an objection, we got to find it. So we want to dig a little bit and ask 2 to 3 open-ended questions to get them talking, to help them figure out, why are they hitting the brakes? Why are they stopping the whole progress of the conversation? What's going on? And then these are just some starters to questions. What's important to you about blank? I'm just curious, Casey, how blah, blah, blah. Or how would this impact you and your family, Adelina? These are just starters to help you dig in and figure out what's really going on. And step 3, after we've welcomed it, ask 2 to 3 questions, we want to summarize. Now, summarizing is something that we often skip because as agents, we're so smart and we know so much and we just want to word vomit and give a lead everything we have. And that can be a turnoff, and it could run them away because you're just throwing information at them that they're not ready to receive, or maybe you just misheard. Nothing's worse than the doctor that just prescribes stuff without figuring out what's really going on. So you always want to recap to be sure what you heard is what they actually said. I don't know if you guys have ever played telephone when you were little. By the time it gets to about 3 people, the message has completely changed. That happens when just 2 people are talking. And we want to be sure that what our lead said is what we actually heard. And then step 4, we want to close for an appointment with a conditional close. That's like an if-then statement. So if I could show you, Casey, that blah, 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 then when can we meet? Because that's their problem, right? We've dug to the bottom, we've thrown all the clothes, we've gotten to the stinky source, we know what's going on, we know how to fix it. And I want to say, hey, if I could make this better, then what day could we meet? Or then would you want to talk to the lender? So that if then statement is the 4th step to uncover the objection, because we're presenting a solution, not telling them the solution, not word vomiting all of our knowledge on them, but we're letting them know, I have a solution and I want to tell you about it. Then can we talk about it? So here is an option. Here's an objection that has come up quite frequently in the last 6 months. And I don't know if you guys have run into it, but a lot of our buyers are saying the market is just too crazy. I can't compete. And this comes quite frequently from our first-time home buyers. They don't have, a fortune saved up, but they want to buy a house. They have good credit, and yet the over asking price offers, I know you guys have seen them, they're ridiculous. And it's difficult for first-time home buyers to compete. So when we get this, Adelina, do you want to role play with me? I can't see your face.
Yes, but I think Casey probably wants to more because he's like in the market. Casey, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Casey. So you just told me that the market was too crazy for you to compete. Okay.
Right. Super crazy.
Well, thank you so much for letting me know, Casey. I'm just curious, what has you considering to compete?
Well, I mean, we need to get a house, but I don't know if we have enough cash to make it work.
Of course. And how important is getting a new house to you and your family?
Well, our lease is up in 4 months, and we really need to move somewhere. Or, the last thing we want to do is rent another year.
Of course. And this may seem like an obvious question, but what would happen if you had to rent another year?
I mean, we'd be throwing money away, and rent is increasing. Like it'd really set us back.
Yeah, of course. So what I'm hearing you say is that renting another year would set you back because you'll be throwing money away. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So honestly, Casey, if we could show you how you could compete and not have to throw money away renting another year, would you rather meet tomorrow at 12 or Saturday at 2?
Yeah, I guess Saturday at 2.
Okay, fantastic. So guys, pop in the chat, unmute yourself. Tell me, what did you hear?
I love that close, Valencia. Honestly, if we could show you blank, would you rather meet tomorrow? I love that. Instead of saying I have time tomorrow at 2 or 4, it's like, would you rather? If I solved it for you, would you rather? And that's harder to say no to.
Yeah, it is. Anybody else?
I love that you pre-handled the, hey, doesn't it seem obvious? With this may seem like an obvious question. Like there's things that we think in the back of our minds when we're scripting or when we're talking to people, like you pre-handled that so that I can't say that's obvious or, why are you asking me that? It's like you're saying, hey, I know this is obvious, but I want you to say it. I thought that was great.
Of course. And as the lead, Casey, tell everyone, how did you feel walking through the market is too crazy for me to compete?
I felt great. I felt like you weren't letting me get away with the easy answer, and you were making me confront the reality of why we're having the conversation in the first place, right?
Yeah, of course. And did you feel attacked or interrogated in any way?
No, I felt consulted.
Yeah, of course. And that's exactly how we want to do with our 2 to 3 questions. That's why it's so important that they're open-ended. So we want to help the lead, like Casey said, figure it out and confront the real issue, find what stinks in the room. We have to dig to the bottom of it and give them an easy way to make a great decision for their family, or if it's just them by themselves. All right, perfect. Now, everybody, pop in the chat. Give me one thing you learned today from stalls or even objections. Nothing is too little and nothing is too big. What did you learn today?
And while they're doing that, you have Valencia, like queen. People pay money to hear Valencia coach on this. So this is a great chance. It looks like she's got maybe a few minutes, if we're lucky, where you could ask that question, the objection that's stumping you, the situation that's stumping you. I would unmute and I would take advantage of it. Unless you are perfect already, you're already selling as many homes as you want to sell, and you don't need any help, and that's cool. And if that's you, please DM me so we can get you and be a spotlight speaker, because we would love to learn from you. Anthony, you're up, sir.
Wow, I need to practice every single day. And I know Ben says knowing what to say is like the number one thing, right? Knowing what to say. Any suggestion for someone like me who's never really used scripts, but now I'm just ready to just dive all the way in? I'm going to become a master at scripts. So any suggestions?
Yeah, you are, Anthony. Your mindset is already there. You will become a master at scripts. And you already alluded to practicing every day. What you want to do is have a script practice partner that doesn't let you win every objection, but is hard on you to help you think and stay on your feet and stick to the format of handling or uncovering an objection and coming from contribution for your lead. So if anybody else needs a script practice partner, Anthony needs a good one that will challenge him. So direct message him right now so you guys could practice every day or at least 3 times a week.
I love
Thank
that.
you.
I love that. I was going to ask you how often, right? So you're saying minimum 3 times a week, preferably every day until you master scripts. And what are scripts? Scripts are just dialogues. It's a way for you to be able to listen, right? Instead of having to think. Is that your mindset, Valencia? What's your mindset around scripts? Because sometimes that gets like a icky feeling.
Yeah, scripts is a bad word. It's almost like profanity, right? Because people just have this negative connotation behind it. You might as well just drop the F-bomb when you say scripts. So what I love to do is just say conversation. Anthony, we're just having a conversation. And in my brain, I know I need to hit all of these categories to get you to where you need to be. So I'm just going to walk you through this conversation. Scripts kind of have a bad rap, but either way it goes, we just want to hold a conversation and come from contribution.
Love that. Tanya, is that how you say your name?
Yes, yeah, that's how you say my name.
Awesome.
Hi guys, I have a question, Valencia. Whenever you are doing cold calling, how do you pick up the phone without sounding like a salesperson?
When they say hello, is that your question? Like when we first start talking?
Yes. Instead of saying, hi,
Okay.
my name's Tanya, I'm a realtor in your area. Like, what would you say?
I say, hey, Tanya, it's Valencia with the Davis team. I'm so glad I caught you. And then I go into whatever conversation we're having, whether it's expired or just sold, or even if they're an internet lead. I pretend like I already know them. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you guys hear the smile in Valencia's voice? I know we all have team leaders who tell us this and coaches who tell us this, but tonality and mindset, right? Like if yesterday we were talking with someone, and here's the reality: your activity measures your effort, your results measure your effectiveness. So if you're doing the activity but you're not getting the result, it may be something you're saying, it may be the tone of which you're saying it might be the mindset that you're walking into this. Because when I hear Valencia, I just want more of Valencia. That's what you aspire to be, right? Like that mindset. That, and no, before I go to you, Joseph, Valencia, do you wake up every morning just like, I have the best life ever, nothing is going wrong in my life ever, I can't wait to get on the phones? Like, tell us the real deal. Like, is that what happens? And if it's not, how do you get into this mind space? How do you get to this smile?
Of course, I do not have birds chirping outside of my window to wake me up every morning. It does not happen. Sometimes I wake up late. I'm human just like you. And if I were to be honest, can I be honest with you guys? Yes. I am a high B. I do not enjoy big crowds. I like to rip and run and deal in my own bubble. And yet being an ISA has pulled me out of that. People are like, oh, you're a high I. No, baby, I'm a high B. No I at all. So to get into this mode, in this mindset, I guess it's because I was a college athlete. I know what needs to be done. And the only way it's going to get done is if these things happen. And it starts with a smile. So I always call with a mirror in front of me, like a massive mirror, so I can see and I can tell myself, fix your face. You're not smiling. Your eyebrows are scrunchy. You have to smile. And I know if I get a smile on my face, the rest of it kind of just domino effect.
Love it. Joseph Madrid, what you got? Do birds chirp out of your window in the morning, Joseph?
No, not generally.
Oh, okay, so you too. All right, good. We're a good crowd here. What's your, what do you have for us this morning?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say thank you to Valencia. I think every time that she's on a Power Up, like, learn so much, and it's always really fun to hear her conversations with people. And I just wanted to ask Valencia, what does your circle prospecting script sound like?
Yeah, so I'll say, hey, Joseph, it's Valencia with the Davis team. I was calling to let you know that we have a few families that are looking to get into your area. And I know you may not be selling, but have you known anyone else, like a neighbor, that may consider selling their property?
Nice. I liked the pause, but, and then, do you know any neighbors that might be looking to sell their property? That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and you're welcome, Joseph. And I only learned to change that because people would say, I'm not selling, and hang up. I wouldn't have a chance. So I would just call out the obvious. I know you're not selling, but who else do you know in your area, like a neighbor, that may consider it?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
What I hear you doing, Valencia, I keep seeing you do this. You are preemptively handling an objection that you know you're going to get, right? Okay, can we keep going down that road? You just said that I know you're not selling, but do you know anybody? And they say, nope, no, I don't. What would you say next?
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for thinking about that for me, Adelina. I am just curious, at what number would you consider selling your property?
$500,000, but I don't know that I could buy anything else in this market. So
yeah, I understand completely. Now at $500,000, what would you want to turn around and buy?
Something with a bigger kitchen.
Okay, when you say bigger, what exactly did you have in mind?
Open.
Okay, so an open, bigger kitchen. And was there a certain area that you were interested in?
I'd like to stay in my same area if I could. I like the school.
Of course. Oh, the school district. Okay, great. I'm really glad you brought that up. So what I'm hearing you say, Adelina, is if we can get you a more open, bigger kitchen in the same school district for the kids and sell your current property for $500,000, you'd be open to moving. Is that right?
Well, I'd be thrilled if that could happen.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I do have to ask you a few questions to see how we could make that happen for you. So tell me a little bit more about your current property.
A 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet.
Fantastic. Thank you for answering all of my questions. We have all of the criteria, the specs for your current home and what you're looking for. What I want to do next, Adelina, is have our specialist, Bart, come out and tour the property and present the numbers for you, which will show you how much you'll walk away with once the property sells. And he'll cover some options to help you find the bigger home, more spacious kitchen in the same school district. Would tomorrow at 4 or Saturday at 3 be easier for you to commit to?
You know, anytime after 4, but we're just really early on.
Yeah, of course. So I see here that he can carve out time tomorrow at 4:30. And he understands that this is just an informational preliminary meeting. If you love what he has to say, you get to sign paperwork and activate the next step in finding your larger kitchen in the same school district. And if you don't like what he has to say, you get to shake hands and part ways as friends. So will anyone else be joining you for your appointment tomorrow at 4:30 with Bart?
My husband will.
Fantastic. And what was his name, Adelina?
John.
Perfect. Well, Bart will be there tomorrow at 4:30 to meet with you and John to present the numbers and just discuss what selling would look like for you guys, okay?
I love that. Yeah. Awesome, man. Valencia, beautiful job. You guys hear, this is, if you haven't ever been a guest speaker before on anything or anything of, 70, 80, 90 people on a call, it is immense pressure, you guys. It is immense pressure to say the right thing, say it in the right way, with the right tonality. And the reason we practice, the reason Valencia says script practice 3, 4, 5 times a week is so that under pressure, you fall to the level of that. Because in reality, you don't rise to your highest level when you're under pressure. You fall to the lowest level. And Valencia's lowest level is very high because she has put in the time. And when I asked earlier about how many appointments everybody goes on, it's not about a good number or a bad number. Your economic model, your business plan might say you only need 30 appointments a year. So I'm not saying Valencia is better. That wasn't what I was saying, if that's what you were getting. What I was saying is Valencia's put in, when you do 300 appointments, that's 10 years worth of someone who goes on 30 appointments a year. Not good or bad. It's just a different mastery level, right? And so I wanted you guys to really buy in that Valencia is at a mastery level that we aspire to. And so that was really cool. And man, Valencia, you rock our world. I'm gonna have to talk to Jordan and see if we can squeeze you in every quarter or something. You are just awesome. We are not only lucky, just blessed to have you in our organization. Is there anything that we missed, that we threw you for a detour and you wanted to get to it and I messed you up? Everybody else.
No. You're fine. Thank you, Adelina. I love that you pulled me out just a little bit. If you guys enjoyed our time spent together covering these 2 tactics, there are 14 more, and we teach them all in Converted. And for all of our Place Peeps, you guys get a massive discount. And so you can do 4 payments of $159 or 1 payment of $477. You could always email me, Valencia, at forwardcoaching.com to ask any additional questions or to be notified. We will start the 4th round of Converted in April. So the date has not been released, but the course Converted, where we cover loads more of tactical ways to convert, start in April. So if you're interested or you want more information, feel free to email me and be notified when the round officially starts in April.
Yeah, so Valencia basically has a course where she spends 14 weeks with you. And even though it's group coaching, she offers her time one-on-one individually. She offers to review your trackers. She offers to review if you'll record your calls, and yet nobody takes us up on it. Nobody's ever taken us up on any of that. And so you could literally get one-on-one coaching, and it goes on 14 weeks. So it's 3.5 months. And if you paid 3.5 months of coaching, let's say in MAPS, for example, you'd be $3,500 in. So it's super affordable and amazing if you want to pick up skills like this, that you can spend 14 weeks and basically get individual coaching with Valencia if you'd like.
Yeah, this is practically almost free. So I mean, Valencia, thank you for providing us with such a generous discount in what you do. It's one of the most important things. And she did not come on here for that purpose, you guys. She came in here to add value. And if this is an area that you would like to add more value to your life, this is such an economical way to do it. It's a dinner a month for most of you. I know, I see you on Instagram. Anyway, all of that, guys, next week is our week that is weird. It is a weird week because we have Ben, who's coming on to speak on leverage. And so because we have Ben, we have to work around his schedule. And when I say work, we have to. If we want Ben, we work around his schedule. And guess what? We are going to work around his schedule. So I'm not going to be here at 8:30 in the morning, and you might not be here. You might be by yourself if you get here at 8:30 to Thursday morning on the 24th. But at noon, if you pop on here, you're gonna see 100 of your best friends popping on here. What I would encourage you, if you don't know Ben, is I would encourage you by noon to have woken up, have gotten camera ready, because he is probably gonna call out anybody who's not on camera. It's just who he is. I'm telling you, Jordan and I and everybody else who's one of our partners, man, you get on to his partner call on Monday, and I'll tell you what, you better not be off camera, because he'll just be like, yeah, Adelina's probably in the bathroom. Her camera's off. I mean, he will just call you out. So we don't want any calling out. But the reason he does it, guys, is our engagement level is just higher when we're on camera. It's just the way it is. It's just, it would be like walking into a team meeting in the conference room with like a bag over your head. Like, you wouldn't do that in real life. We just got comfortable with COVID. That's all it is. And we're having to rework ourselves out of those habits. It's all good. We all get it. Next week would be a good one for you to get yourself on camera and just put a smile on your face, just channel your inner Valencia. That's what I would do. So noon Central Time next Thursday. That's exciting. And then we have another weird one coming up that you might want to write down. April 7th is another weird one. It's 3 weeks away, and it's Chris Suarez speaking on profit, and he will be doing an 11 o'clock. These are the only times all year that we ever change this time. I do apologize, and yet this is how we can get Ben and Chris outside of a Friday call. They're busy trying to do a lot of things for us, and it's awesome, and I'm excited. And I'm excited to see you guys again. Valencia, again, you are amazing. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who showed up and leveled up your life this week. We'll see you again next week. Bye,
Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Adelina.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thank you.